is going to be my review of the Denon Urban Raver AH-C301 in-ear headphones. So these things, they're around they were released around the $250 price mark, which is kind of sort of high-end earphones. But now, I mean, there've been some pretty massive price cuts. I got these for about £60, just off some seller on eBay. And these are some really high quality earphones, and you can tell that they were made for a higher price bracket than what they're available for now. So I mean, basically made by Denon. They're not reference earphones, so these aren't the kind of earphones that are going to please the audiophiles among you. They're not sort of natural sounding. They're very bass heavy, but they don't compromise on the other parts of the sound. So I mean, basically, as you can see, very nice premium looking box. It looks even better on the inside, so let me take this off. Yeah, so I mean, look at this. It's pretty well packaged. It's kind of like a hardback book in a way. And you open it up and you get this really cool. I mean, I've already opened these before, but it's very nice positioning. And you get the case here, and you just see your earphones here, and it looks very nice. A lot of attention to detail has been paid. I mean, this is all foam here, this is foam, there's lots of manuals and things, and you even get like a harness to attach it onto your belt. You get so many, tips and things, and you also get these, I'll show you. You get different sizes of these sort of silicone, clip kind of things, and you put these on the earphones, and they help to isolate even more noise. So, I mean, these are one of the best non-active noise-cancelling earphones that you can find just because of these, and it's almost like a custom fit because it's got so many different buds and so many different inserts, and it's also even got foam tips, and you don't normally find these as, coming with the original pair of earphones. But anyway, to the earphones themselves. So, inside this very nice leather feel case. Whoops, did I just close? I think I just closed it. So in here we have the earphones themselves. Okay, this is not a tangle-free cable, but it does a pretty good job of keeping tangles at bay. But yeah, you will notice the odd one or two when you use it. So if we actually look at the cable, hopefully we can focus on this. Okay, maybe not. Well, basically it's a fairly decent cable, not particularly thick. But it doesn't feel flimsy, it doesn't feel like it's going to break. Only thing is that the cable is actually joined to the earphones, so if the cable does break, you're going to have to get it repaired. You can't just sort of take it out and get a new cable. You have to get the whole earphones repaired. So you have a 90 degrees gold-plated headphone jack, and this is pretty much standard by today's standards. And yeah, it does the job. A lot of people prefer 90 degrees just because it doesn't sort of protrude too much from a pocket, and it lets you sort of keep your phone or iPod in your pocket while using it. Sometimes you get connectors which come straight outwards, and they're quite obtrusive. Anyway, the earphones themselves. So they are really big. As you can see, they are massive. They're the biggest earphones I've ever seen or used. So basically, they don't feel as heavy as they look just because it's all plastic construction. So that's a good thing and a bad thing, really. I mean, they do feel almost a little bit cheap in some senses. I mean, you wouldn't get that idea from looking at the packaging. I mean, from the packaging, these look like they were built, it looks like it was built like a tank, but the actual earphones themselves feel very light in the cheap kind of way, if you know what I mean. So it feels very plasticky, very glossy. And I mean, it does actually have a button on here which you can use to skip tracks, and that feels a little bit loose as well. So the actual build quality, I'm going to go ahead and say, is not too great. But the sound is where these things are absolutely incredible. Like, they are mind-blowing. You may be aware that a while ago I purchased some 55510 earphones for about £200, somewhere around there. These sound a lot better than them. These things they're really boomy, really powerful bass, and they've got really crystal clear highs. And you can hear everything in the music. Mids are there. They're not exactly protruding, but they're definitely present. And so, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a balanced sound because it isn't, but it's a very good sound. It's the kind of sound that will, get you dancing and get you in the mood. And I think it's made for people to enjoy their music from. more than anything, which, I mean, is what most people are looking for, really. I mean, most people aren't looking for the exact, an exact replication of what was heard in the studio when it was created or whatever. They just want the music that sounds good, and this makes music sound good. Anyway, so you get a very good seal with this silicon tip, followed by this, well, seal kind of thing. And basically what that does is it isolates noise very well indeed. It's equivalent to, if you've tried the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones, over-ear headphones. I know it's difficult to compare in-ears and over-ears, but I'd say it cancelled about a similar amount of noise to that, which is very impressive considering there's no actual technology being used, well, there's no such technology being used here. This is just passive noise cancelling compared to active, and it does a very good job. Then the actual sound quality, I'd say, is also enhanced by the noise cancelling. So you put these in and literally all you hear is the music. And it's quite profound, really. I mean, some earphones do something similar to that, but this really it's on a whole new level to anything I've tried. The fit is so good and the seal is so good that you become totally immersed in the music. So it really is, it's pretty special in terms of sound quality. Now, I would demo it to you, but YouTube no longer lets me do that. So you'll just have to take my word for it, and the fact that these things sound absolutely amazing. As to how long they're going to last, I've got no idea, to be honest. I've only had these for about 2 weeks, and I mean, so far they've been fine, no problems, no sort of breaking up in the cable or anything like that, but time will tell. I may do a follow-up review in 6 months or so to see how they're holding up, but for now all I can say is they sound absolutely incredible. You should probably just go out and buy them. If you can find them for anywhere less than £200, I'd say it's a good deal. You get a really nice swish case with a holder and more things in there. You can get a 6.5mm appliance jack, and it's just, it's a really, really good package. Way better than Beats. I know everyone compares to Beats, but this really is, it's way, way better. And it looks really great too. So thanks for watching. That's it from me. Like, subscribe, comment, and check out my other videos.